Hey guys, welcome back to another Roblox video. I was scrolling through Roblox as you do and I found this game, Marvel Omega, and I thought, who doesn't like Marvel? So I thought I'd test it out on the channel today. Just before the video starts, I'd like to point out that I did grind for Wanda Maximoff, Agatha Harkness and Iron Man. I haven't used the characters yet and I've been saving them for this video. So my reaction will be your reaction. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so first we have Agatha Harkness. With her we have 5 abilities. I'm going to run you through them now. So, we have Q, which is absorb. But this guy can't hear me, so don't see how that works. Then we have E. It's just a blast. Literally all it is. Then we have R, which, this is pretty cool, because I'll put a clip on the screen now. With Wanda Maximoff, it can clash with the shield and it absorbs her power. I'll show you that now. Then, this is quite special with Agatha. If we press T, we have 3 like sub-abilities, you could say. We have Z, which is like it's weird, it's like a chain. So if I go from this, do this, and I go far enough away, it yoinks them away. Where do you go? Then, with another T ability, we have X, which is just like a outwards repulse, which is quite good considering like let's say you're in the middle of a load of people, you jump down, do that, fling them all away. Then we have T, another T ability, which is the last T ability, which is C, and it's just teleport. And then obviously, because you know she's a witch, we have F, which is flight. Right, now let's go to Wanda Maximoff. Alright, so now kicking off the second one, we have Wanda Maximoff. We also have 5 abilities, which I think is universal for all the characters in this game. But first off, we have Q, which is, you know, a shield, which you can absorb, which is cool. Then we have E, which is literally just a blast ability. You know, it does a fair bit of damage, I guess. Decent amount of damage. The range isn't great, but you know, it's expected. It has barely any cooldown. Then we have R, which is it's quite a special ability for Wanda. So basically, you press R, you hover it over the people or person that you want it to affect, and then it picks them up and it just slams them straight into the ground. That's basically what it does. And then what I like to combo with that is the T ability. So basically, once you've done that, you press T, and then you get stones, which didn't show. There you go. And then it just lobs stones at them. That should have looked cooler, but I think I liked. And then obviously you have flight. But the special thing is, if you kind of sink a little bit when you fly with Wanda, so you have to keep pressing space or holding the jump button. But you also have an ability. So if I go over to this person here, which is Bobox, obviously he's my little helper, I fly above them and I press C. I dive down and I create like a expulse around me, like bit like the Agatha one. Alright, now let's get on to Iron Man. Alright, so next off we have, you know, obviously Iron Man. We have 5 abilities, again, you know how it is. But first ability we're going to use is flight, because I need to get up to the Avengers Tower. So basically, this isn't working, 1 second. Right, this might work now. So yeah, flight. So basically you fly, there's no cooldown on it or anything. You can fly for however long you want, I believe, and it's fairly fast. But it's quite like the Quicksilver running, like we'll see in a minute. It doesn't really stop. It's like I'm not touching my keyboard right now, it's just gonna keep going, which is strange, but you know, fair enough. So if we go over here, and then we see Bobox over here, yeah. So I've flown over here, so that's flight ability. Then we have Q, which is kind of like a hover jet boost ability, I guess. And then we have E, which is the repulsors, which is fair enough, does a fair amount of damage, and it deals knockback damage. Then we have R, which is just circular lasers, which I'm not going to use on Bobox because, you know, he's nearly dead. Then we have the last ability, which is T, which I'm going to use to finish him off. So it is this is a rocket. As you know, Iron Man's all about technology. He doesn't actually have any powers, so I guess all these abilities make sense. Next off, let's go to Vision. Alright, so now we have Vision, the Vibranium synthesoid warrior, I don't know, whatever he is. Anyway, Vision's got some cool abilities, to be fair. So, I can't show you this one because Bobox is ignorant, but Q is invulnerable to all attacks for a very, very, very short period of time. So let's say Agatha shoots you with the bolt or the beam, it will just go through you. It's kind of like, it's like the phasing ability, but you can't go through solid objects. And then E is just a blast, as you do. R is pretty cool. It's a laser beam, the mark from the Mind Stone. And then T is, I think, Vision's proper unique ability. So basically, if I go over here, right, if I fly over here then, yeah, so you can't see that anymore. If I press T, then you can see the name and the health bar. So basically, just shows you who's weak, who's not, yada yada yada. And as you just saw there, Vision has flight. But the thing about the flight that is kind of different to the ones that has been shown so far is that you see this bar here, it goes down, so you can only fly, you can fly fast, don't get me wrong, but when you do fly, you can only fly for a certain period of time. It does wear out. Alright, now it is time for Invisible Woman. Right, so now we are here with Invisible Woman, aka Susan Storm, I think. So we have 5 abilities as per usual. We have Q, which is a shield. Good to know, good to have. Obviously we have a shield, it's Invisible Woman. Then we have E, which is like it's kind of like a repulse thing. I don't really know how to explain it. She uses it in one of the films, I think. Yeah, it's kind of like a repulse thing. R, I think this is Invisible Woman's special ability. She has like a hammer. I don't know how to explain it, just look carefully. So if I point at Bobox now, or maybe it's like a mace or something, I don't know, but whatever it is, that looks like it hurt. Then we have T, which is invisibility, because obviously, you know, it's Invisible Woman. Then we have flight, but the good thing about the flight is 1, it doesn't run out, and 2, you can go invisible while you're flying. So you can't be seen by anyone. They can hear the sound effect for your flight, obviously, but you can't be seen by anybody. So unless they can hear you, they don't know where you are. Alright, that's enough for that one. Now it's time for Monica Rambeau. Alright, so now we are here with Monica Rambeau, aka Photon, I think it is. It said in the Miss Marvel's film. We have Q, which is an absorb ability and a block ability. Pretty much the same as Agatha's block and absorb ability. Then we have E, which is literally just like I don't know how else to explain it than like a star punch, but it's a giant punch, and you can go like upwards with it and everything as well. It's not just restricted to the ground. Then we have R, which is like a bolt. It's not, in my opinion, it does a decent amount of damage, as you can see here, but the recharge time is way too long. I'd do it for like, I think the recharge time is 5 seconds, no 6 seconds, so I'd maybe do it for 4 seconds. And then we have flight, obviously, but similar to Vision, we have the bar, so it will go down, so you can't infinitely fly, which is a shame. And then the last ability, which is Monica's special ability, is we have T. This makes it so everyone in a certain radius is like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a glowing orb. So if I fly all the way over here, you can barely see Bobox over there. If I press T, he shows up, so it pings people on the map. Alright, now it is time for the last one, last but not least character, which is Quicksilver. Let's get to it. Alright, so now we have Quicksilver, aka Pietro Maximoff. We have, well, due to his ability to run, he can't really get up to Avengers Tower, so I've summoned Bobox down here again. So basically, for Quicksilver's abilities, we have Q, which is like a dash. I don't really know how to explain it. So I walk in, press Q, it's just like a little dash. Then we have E, which when held, it like, you know, it's like a trio of punches. But when pressed, you can just, like if you just spam E, I'm pretty sure it goes slower than if you just hold E, which is strange. And then the next one which is pretty cool, has to be used in speed. So if we press F, it toggles the speed. As you can see, I'm not touching my keyboard right now. I'm just pressing W to move in the odd direction. But apart from that, it's running on its own. I'm not doing anything. So that's like kind of like the Iron Man flying that I mentioned earlier in the video. And then these two abilities have to be used in speed. So we have R, which is breaking the sound barrier, which basically just causes them to be flung, which is, you know, fair enough. And then the last ability, but not least, I assume, because there's new characters being added soon, new video up for that, is T, which is literally run past them, grab them, and then if you press Z, it does damage. If you don't press Z, then if you just hold T, so I've just got Burbucks here, see his health bar's at 2, if I just leave it, don't press it, then I stop, go back to him, it hasn't done any damage. So it only does damage if you press Z, or whatever that button ability is. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you for watching the video. If you think that I've missed anything, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, please like and subscribe. Make sure to subscribe for future content. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.